Hello everybody, welcome to a new deck guide and play guide. Today we're working with Fruits of Isgith. There was a recently buffed card at Striga. This recently got a power buff to it. It's a pretty interesting card. It consumes a token. If it was allied, it doubles the boost from it. So what we're looking to do in this deck is to we're looking to boost this up because Predator relies on this card's power being higher than the card it's consuming. So at 7, it's already decent against a lot of things, especially like Skellige Warriors. And Skellige in general, I mean, Self Wound got nerfed. It's still good though, so you should expect to see it relatively often, but Primal Savagery spawn a Bear Abomination. This eats that. Even with no boosts, it's playing for 7 plus 12. It's playing for 19 for 9 onto a Bear Abomination. So this card's definitely really strong, I think. It maybe was already just underutilized, but I think this extra power is definitely really helping it to get it strong. So basically the point of this deck is, since we're going to be playing with Alpha Werewolf, this card allows us to boost an enemy unit. Let me just see if I can actually, well, I'm not going to play with that too much right now with trying to animate it, but this card allows you to boost a beast in your hand by the number of cards in your hand. Its ranged ability is not really relevant. We're never playing it for that. You want to play this card first out of your hand because it's going to put 9 boost onto a card. So it's playing for 13 for 8 in like round 1, turn 1, or even if you have 10 cards in round 2 or 3. That's its max value, but then all that boost can actually become doubled in terms of value by the different cards you put it on. So this card runs double Werewolf. This is another Predator card, boosts self by an enemy unit's power. So whenever and it's a deploy ability, so you need to boost it while it's in your hand or deck. So we have this deck really centers around multiple ways of doing that, and the deck generates a lot of carryover. So, and it also has multiple threats. So, and some control tools. It actually seems like this could be quite decent of a deck in the meta. Eventually, it might need tweaking. I've played probably like 5 or 6 games with it. It's performed really well so far already because, you know, it has huge points, it has control options, it has thinning, it's got all the pieces you need, right? And some of the major cards to highlight here is like what the cohesiveness is of it. We're still playing Riptide, even though it got nerfed. I will explain that a little bit later. We're going to start with the core of the deck. Obviously, our idea is we're going to boost Adda Striga. We're going to boost Werewolves, because boosts on these cards often play for extra value, but at the ceiling, it plays for double the value whenever you put boosts on it. So because of that, we're going to be running Offerings and All God. So All God's going to boost 5 units in our deck by 2, because this ability here, it increases by how many offerings you have in your deck. We are going to be running 2 of them. So the point is, we play All God, we play Offerings, and we boost up Werewolves and Adda Strigas. But another great target is you have like All God. If you want to play for a lot of tempo in round 1, you can boost up Roach and Knickers as your other targets. So you have to choose 5. So say you choose Roach and Knickers, and then you choose, say, whatever, Mamuna. Mamuna's going to thin like one of those because Mamuna has Fiend or Necker Warrior here as targets. And then, you can choose your Werewolves and your Strigas if those are still in deck. Generally, you want to keep 2 of these in deck for round 1. whichever one you're not going to boost with the Alpha Werewolf. So you want to keep one in hand, maybe like this card in hand if you draw it. And then you have some of these in deck so that you can target it with All God and Offerings. Because a werewolf, even with one off, like with just the All God boost on it, when it goes to 6, it's an 11. Because you're often finding a 5 pretty easily. And then it goes to 11, and it's with our leader, it synergizes really well. The Fruits leader is just really strong, worth a lot of points. So those are your targets. You can also boost Riptide, you know. With the werewolves, you can set up Might in this deck. Between the werewolves, Mamuna, and the puzzle box, the thing from the box. So yeah, one of the really cool things about this deck is, like, say you get to, is this card right here, right? We want to get our Adda Striga to at least 14 power. That's one of the goals of this deck, because you're going to be trying to give your opponent a thing from the box. You want them to take it, but generally they don't, right? So even if they don't take it, we get it. You know, last say, we get to consume the Adda Striga. So if you can consume theirs, it's just worth 26 extra points on whatever this card is at. It's pretty much game winning if you can set that up last say, right? Because say you have this at 14 from boosted from previous rounds, they play a 13 power token, you eat it. So you go, they go negative 13, you go plus 13, 26 point swing on top of 14. It's a 40 point play. That's a pretty big last say, 40 points. That's like as big as pretty much anything that there is in the game. So that's what we're going for. And most of the time, you know, they don't like that, right? They're like, I'm not going to take the thing in the box, especially if they don't have last say. They're not even going to take it. They're not going to click on this. So you get it basically for free. So, you know, say you're in round 3, we're playing Puzzle Box. It gives you a 7-point Lamp Gin. So it's 7 for 5 base. And then it's also going to convert, say, you have an extra offering in your hand still in round 3, right? Offerings aren't good in round 3 because, you know, you're trying to boost something in your deck, but a lot of your deck has already been thinned, and, you know, sure, this card could be okay in a round 3 if you have Decree and say the other card, you can get the other card out, but a lot of situations you won't have that. Maybe you have a squirrel in your hand in round 3 that you don't want anymore, like, you know, that the deck you're against doesn't have targets. So you can transform this now into a 13-point card. So you're looking at a 5 provision card in Puzzle Box that's turning maybe a 4, say Offering or Squirrel, into a 13. So that's plus 9. You're looking at like a 7 plus 9 card. So like a 16 for 5 in a lot of cases this card is. Because your opponent isn't going to take it. They're not going to take the gamble. And then also, you know, Striga can boost off the 13 power token, which is just insane. So yeah, the synergy here I think is worth a ton of potential points. I think it's going to be interesting to see how strong it actually is. I've been queuing, when I was playing it, I was queuing into a lot of Skellige Witchers with like 3 or 4 Tall Punishes, and I was winning every game against them. That's shouldn't be happening. So maybe it's onto something, but yeah. Also, we just run Mamuna. Mamuna is just great with fruits because it's a 2-power card. It automatically procs it. Ethereal is a big threat to win around really cheaply. Like, if you can get if your Ethereal goes unanswered, then, you know, you can just play your carryover while you're winning, right? Your Ethereal's churning, you're going Alpha Werewolf, All God, Offering, and your opponent is like, oh, I'm still losing, even though we're putting like dozens of points in our deck, right? Because these Offering boosts are worth more than 2. onto werewolves, so or Striga. So also we have Triss butterflies. We're running a lot of thinning and things, like we have Wild Hunt Riders, we have these Warrior and Fiend as Mamuna targets, you have Roach and Knickers, so you know there is the potential for a lot of bricks. So Triss butterflies is incredibly good in this deck. She's going to actually put extra points onto your predator cards. So for instance, say you're in a situation where you don't have Striga in hand. Again, you got to get Striga to 14. There's multiple paths. You can hit it with Alpha Werewolf. That's the easiest. That takes it straight to 16. Or if it's in deck, you can hit it with All God, one offering, which will take it to 11. And then you can get to 14 with Triss butterflies, which can fix bricks in your hand and then add to your predators. Also, it's good on Riptide too. Like that's why we're still including this card, is because you can hit this with All God and you can just boost it up while it's in your deck, and then its clash is that much better. So it can kill something even taller. So that's good. But yeah, there's just some general other control tools in here other than Riptide. We have Heat Wave, and we have Dorgray, and we have the offerings, which are pretty good right now, especially against like Nilfgaard status. They're really, really good. They trade up to like the pikemen super well, which are dangerous threats, and they also kill a mirror. It's very good. And then we just have a Cyclops in here, just a threat. You could consider running Maxi here instead if you are concerned, but I found that Maxi really wasn't doing anything for us when we have butterflies and when we have this card right here, and we also have Decree. So, and we're also running Scroll, so I found that Maxi was like pretty useless in this deck. So I'm not running her, and I've switched it up this way. I'm also not running Griffins, which are like I originally had in the deck, yeah, the reason we're not running those is because they're not really that much better than Fiends or Warriors in this deck, because there's other cards you want to play first. And so the Griffins end up denying your ability to get other cards down. They just sort of are too awkward to play whenever you don't have Megascopes at 4 provisions. Like if Megascope is 4 provisions, then we absolutely play Griffins. But we're not Megascoping these bronzes, so it's not really worth it to play the Griffin, because they're about equal value to, say, a Warrior, and this card will proc your fruits, and you know, it doesn't need to destroy anything, and you can play it at any point in the round, so it's more flexible and it costs less. So that's why we cut the Griffins. You could consider running them. You'd have to cut Dorgray and one of these 4P cards. You could cut Necro Warriors and run some other tech card if you wanted to, but I think it's probably not worth it, even though it's 2 points less on Fiends on your Mamuna. It's also 2 provisions more into the deck, and I think having a lock is kind of nice. So that's what we're gonna go with. But yeah, other than that, there's not much else to discuss, so we will we'll hop into some games and see how it performs. So we're going second. Let's get rid of this. Don't want 2 of these or these. We'll get rid of this though. Looks like a precision strike with a crystal skull. That's different. This could be many things. Doesn't look like he has proactivity. So I think what we'll do is take this, and we can boost the Adda Striga with it. Yeah, we'll take that. And then next play we'll probably leader, and then we will go for... Oh, okay, yeah, huge commitments. Nice. This is great to see. So we're just going to play for carryover. And play for a ton of carryover here. Go here. Go here. Take the werewolf. Not important for this one. Like that last, like that one extra point is not going to be important in this matchup because I don't think this deck will even go to 11. We're actually going to probably heat wave the garrison. I'm going to play Fiend here. And then we'll play probably All God. Or we'll play Wild Hunt Rider next. With All God, we're probably going to buff this, this, this. Well, definitely these two and Riptide. And then the other two are pretty optional. We could use it on the Knickers, or we could use it elsewhere. On the Luna, or whatever. They're not quite as important. Wow, and this is probably like one of the bigger cards we're going to get out of them. It actually takes dominance from us, unfortunately, so we're not... Our riders are a little bit more awkward here. Okay, we'll just go with this for now. Here, here. We'll go here. And, yeah, probably just this combo. And he's committing huge cards, and we're just putting points in our deck, really. So we'll probably play one more, maybe a Necro Warrior, so we can still get out. We're down by 22. This is 8. And then we can catch up with this very easily onto this 9. But this is good to get in the graveyard as an alternative target in case our opponent is playing Squirrel. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have anything to make the points other than the werewolf. But, I mean... Our opponent did commit heavily. We could consider, like, Cyclops into Riders. Go a card down. Keep the werewolf. I don't think that's worth it. We would have liked to see him keep playing, but I mean, he committed an enormous amount of provisions here with his Call of the Forest into the Levandrel. That's cost him 16 provisions to make that play. And consistency in his deck, so... we're not going to need this. We don't want this either. It's fine. We're gonna go here. We need to get the thinning that we need done. But we need to play this first. And force him to answer this. So he'll ping it down, kill it. Yeah, it's a big commitment. We're missing on quite a few of our cards. We're really hoping we can get like a Triss Butterfly, and then we need these two. So we've got most of our thinning done. We should be having a little bit better draw. Okay, that's good. Oh wow. Okay, we get the full leader commitment to try and stay ahead. So maybe what we do is we puzzle box here, because it's carryover into the Cyclops. And we'll see if he clicks it. Yeah, this is converting really a 5 or less into... This card's potentially 5 or less. Like, this is not great for us, so we convert it into something much better. Yeah, and he just gives it to us, right? So... we could play this, but it kind of isn't great. There's this. None of these are good, so we're just gonna pass. I think we may even mull Heat Wave away, depending on what our hand looks like. But I guess we'll see how well we draw. So we'd have to draw perfectly to do that. Yeah, with both the Zoltan's Company and the Chariot gone, I don't know how Garrison really gets value, and then other than that, there's not really much. To get rid of this, I think we will get rid of the Squirrel too. We'll keep the Heat Wave. We get Riptide, which is awesome. So we will draw Mamuna with Triss, and we'll put back the Offering. I think it's either that or we put back the Heat Wave. Because Offering might be the best, might be better than Heat Wave here. Because of a card like this, which where Heat Wave would go on to anyway. Or like a Zoltan, big Zoltan. There's not much else. He's not going to be playing like a Berber or something like that. He has nothing really to Heat Wave. Yeah. Oh, that's probably yeah. So, that's a pretty sad Zoltan, right? He gets no deploy value on it. Played it for 5. It's really not good. We can say uninteractive and just... I think we can take this, right? Boost the Fiend. Just stay completely uninteractive here. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's cool to Garrison how that works, but I mean, yeah, this isn't worth a Heat Wave. So the Offering's kind of just better. Go here now, and Adda Striga also can eat your fruit, so that's probably what it's going to be onto this game. We're going to put this back, and we're going to draw our Mamuna and boost that. And then the Point Slam is going to be insane. I mean, this card is eating an 8 and pulling a 12. It's 19 plus 27. 28. Yeah, no, 27. I was right. Yeah, it's 27 points. So This is 11. This is however many. This is 14. Like, this just punches right through the Zoltan, no problem. Let's go here before we get, Who's that? Oh my goodness. And we're up by 13. Very quickly. There's just too much big stuff to answer. Just take this, I guess. And we'll probably let this Riptide get some value. We'll maybe play this, hope it gets pinged a bit. Maybe he'll ping it for us, and then...
Right.
Okay, that's much better Riptide value too, so that's good. Riptide gains up to 4 armor. It's gonna heat wave that. Alright. We're gonna use this here. Boom. So we get the fruit proc on it too. Yeah. Nice. Wow, did we lose the Scorch? Scorch. Heat wave, Scorch. There's no way he has more Tall Punish, right? Can't play it like he does. He could still have an Escort, right? Could he? Heatwave, Scorch, Villa, this. All the Zoltans. No. There's just no way, right? His last card is Zoltan Scoundrel. It plays for 4 plus 8. It plays for 12 plus 3, 15. So he goes to 45. So we have to play this for a maximum value. I don't know what the math is, but we lose here. Dang. Scorch. 22-point Scorch. We catch the L to that. Wow. Doesn't feel good. Maybe taking a long round would have been better.
You shall die, worm.
Up against Lewis in that web. So we do have round. You can put this at the bottom. Let me get rid of one of these. Get rid of one of these. Get rid of this. Yeah, then we'll take All God. And we will place Knickers at the bottom. And we'll probably take a boost onto the Knickers as well, just to try and... Yeah, this is good. We'll go here. We will take this here. We'll take this here, this here. Take one under Riptide. Put this one on Ethereal, I think, because we got the Ethereal one, I guess, is good because of a 50-50 Riptide, right? here automatically, and then we'll probably play Necker Warrior. And then we may play the Werewolf to try to secure the round. We're going to Heat Wave this. Are we? We are. We're going to Heat Wave this. We're potentially going to be able to Squirrel this too, if we can get round control here. That's the good thing about Roach and about these your furry friends here. They help with round control for sure. Those you put out, and with All God, you can sort of choose how much carryover to put on them, or you can use them in that round. But we can open up here with Squirrel onto Fiend. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get our own Fiend or anything into the grave. But we will be trying, I think, for one or the other. We're going to start with Ethereal. We're going to try to get that going, and then maybe we can get the Squirrel with in a little better state. But yeah, if we can get this Squirrel down, his Moon is going to be real bad. But I would like to get the Ethereal going first. And I think the thing about do this. The good thing about giving this boost, right, is sometimes they can answer this with Riptide, just take the 50-50 and hit this, but they won't be able to here. Also don't have access to a Cyclops answer. They don't have access to Erendite. I don't know if this deck even runs it anymore. Has to burn a Heat Wave on it, which is really good for us. We'll go here. And we'll Squirrel his Fiend. And we'll just continue playing in. Plays another Griffin. You go here. Okay, so he is able to get his thing here. We'll put a little art. We're gonna play 1-2 this round as backup. He already used his Heat Wave in this round, so that's really good. I don't know how much other Tall Punch he has access to. He may not have Eskull, but either way, I don't think he can he can't Eskull the Werewolf, so he may have no way of dealing with this. We also can use our Adda onto his Fruit over a longer round. Let's take an 8-card round and see if we're able to survive it. If he can get his Fruit up to like 7 or 8 points and we can eat it with an Adda, that'd be amazing. I don't think that was relevant, what he banished to us in any way. Yeah, I don't even know what it was. Only thing we're hurting on is our draws. Certainly not doing good missing these, and we have really risky mulligan here. We could go and brick into riders, we could just mull riders. much better. Definitely didn't want to brick riders. I think that was the too bad. But I guess, yeah, if we would have bricked Mamuna, that would have been bad too. But we'll just take Mamuna off the bat, I think, here. We'll actually know this is our only means of upping this. Oh darn it, that was our puzzle box target. We could probably use puzzle box on Dorgray. Because he's already played his ethereal. He's got pretty much infinite targets for this, huh? So, yeah, that heat wave would have been better on this card for sure. See what we can get done. I think we're gonna take it for this. Maybe it is. Maybe it's. But I'm a little bit worried he's stacking for a Witch Apprentice. So the Dorgray might be worth the while. Does have werewolves, right?
Quick, move those hooves! We'll both be ham!
I do not mince words.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have big Adda in this game. We don't have a big enough one. We didn't draw Triss or Decree. And yeah, we weren't able to make it big enough to hit the 13.
You're one sexy witch, and I'm here to please.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty ballsy to take, thinking, you know, you don't know that this isn't the one that's at 15. I mean, because he's just going for it, I guess. Oh man, at one point comes back to bite us. Or wait, did we get? Yeah, it's the max value. Potentially losing here. Very surprising again. Not really sure where we lost this from. Now we're winning it. Nice. It's a good clean win. But definitely some tokens to take out of that one.
Ested esa crisa.
So we're going first. Against the rain.
can kiss my tail goodbye.
Take this here. We would like to have an offering for a card like this.
We might make the coast safe.
We maybe even take it. We even maybe take the offering. Take the Riptide. I'd like the Riptide to answer a different card though. One of the 6 provision engines. I think that we take one. Try this. Not playing any really threatening engines. We could play Ethereal even now. And try to stay in the driver's seat with that. I guess the only problem is this jumping out to that row. Could happen. Gets locked.
Be gone. Leave us.
Let's go here. And we don't have dominance, so... But Riptide isn't going to get us it.
Driving here, earthquakes, I have spoken.
We need the tempo here. Increase the tempo on butterflies a little bit.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Discarded Savage Bear. Will keep us ahead for now. Maybe we can get a hang on the armor. But looks like this round's going to come really down to each point mattering. Doesn't tempo him ahead. Just keep us from getting dominance. It's quite frustrating. Consider the Riptide. Werewolf. But, It's gonna be losing these. Anglerfish next. Unless he summons rain. I feel like Riptide may be a little bit of an overcommitment. I don't think we get to play these anyway. We're gonna pass. I think we have enough control to be able to give give this out for the cost it's gonna give him. He's gonna place Renfri here. His last rain charge and Renfri.
They'll pay for my stolen birthright.
Okay. Play a bronze. Play a bronze. Draw one. What is the other thing? Split 6. I don't think split 6 is scary for us. Would have been worse to see like cooldown 4 or even the boost by even odd. That would have been worse for us. Get rid of this. Offering's quite good. This is good. This is good. I guess the only thing is Striga. We kind of want it. Kind of don't want it here, right? We want an offering onto it. And maybe we'll get pushed hard enough. We don't have heat wave to defend ourselves. We need to just get rid of this. This is good. I don't think we'll have much of a threat of 2-0 here. Because, yeah, we can immediately just jam them. Alright, we will. Play Mamuna, we'll play, Riders.
Fool me once, death on you.
Okay.
No one gets to fool me twice.
Go here. Pretty simple. He hasn't played any of his rain engines. It's kind of surprising. I don't know what he's doing, but haven't seen them. Offering may have even been good, but yeah, we're probably gonna hold Puzzle Box for a bit, or we'll use it on the Dorgray.
Only the strongest will survive.
Really small. I mean, this is only 14. It's just not very good. Play this. Play Riptide, back row or something. I hate doing this, but I feel like it sort of is what it is here. I don't know what the opponent's going for with this, but I mean, we're getting into such a short round that it's not really going to matter. He's kind of leading himself, using Geralt of Rivia onto this card that's not even going to be close to being enough value for him. So maybe the lock is not, it gets us ahead and it's not really worth anything. Even in a 5-card round, how scary is that? Are those cards? Still have Heat Wave. It's Cyclops, one of them. We don't want to give these cards up, right? I mean, Werewolf is getting us there. I think that's his only tall punisher, right? This gets us +8, but I think what we'll do for now.
I do not mince words. On the principle.
Yeah. Keeps us ahead. If he diddles around a little bit more, then we'll play this. Okay. This is four more points. We need 10 points. Yeah. He burns his Kraken. Really nothing. This is a 13 provision card. Kinda just plays it for no reason. good. What else do we want? Let's go here and we'll look for the heat wave. Okay, this is good. So, yeah, what we're gonna do is pull Adda Striga to hand. It's gonna go to 14. We're gonna play. Oh, well, let's play Puzzle Box to could play it next turn. Play this on Cyclops. Unique beasts does he have? Only 6, right? Certainly not the most I've ever seen. Maybe quitting. Guess not. Oh.
Boss doesn't like me.
Oh wow, he takes it. I think he got it, right? So hopefully, yeah, this is what we're looking to see. This is what the people came for. We're gonna put this back. We're gonna draw Striga. Striga's at 14. Be able to eat the we'll be able to eat the thing in the box. So hopefully we'll get to see it this game. And his leader's only getting him a squirrel, which is useless. It's also really good to see. I think we're doing quite well here. This is going to be at least 10. There's Lucia into the Dominica. It's only 14. Certainly not too impressive, you know. Take this. I mean, look at these werewolves. They're so good with just the 2 boost on them, you know. Otherwise, this at 4 gets nothing, right?
This mess
4.
his
Oh, that
eyes
would have been
only.
good. Take the heat wave here. And then, yeah, he's better off discarding the thing in the box. Here, this is what we come for. Don't forfeit. This is what we were here for. Boom! It's a 40-point swing. Alright. Good game.